Hi, and welcome to Seniors Blue Book University. I'm Heather LaPaglia, your host. I have with me Tom Baker and Nancy Jones from North Hills Community Outreach. Thank you all for being here with us today. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about your roles and responsibilities?
All right. Thanks, Heather. Thanks so much for having us. Thanks to you and April for the invitation. I'm Tom Baker. I'm the executive director of NHCO. I have been in the role since last October, but was a fan and supporter and board member of NHCO way before I started in my professional role, and had the good fortune of serving on our board from 2010 to 2015. And nice colleagues and friends like Nancy and Erica and our whole team have been kind enough to keep me involved for over a decade plus. So we have a wonderful staff of 30 here, including our North Boroughs manager, Nancy Jones.
Hi, my name is Nancy Jones, and I am the manager of our North Boroughs site, which is located in Avalon. I've been with North Hills Community Outreach for over 15 years. And in addition to my responsibilities in the North Boroughs, I also oversee all of our programs that serve seniors in Northern Allegheny County.
You guys serve a really crucial purpose in the community itself, but could you talk to me a little bit about some of the challenges that you all faced to keep some of your programs up and running through last year and into this year as well?
Just to start, as a fan and an advocate of the organization for a long time, what I saw this team doing when the pandemic started was remarkable. The bravery and valor of volunteers and staff to step up and help other people when many people were scared to leave their houses or their apartments. Many of our colleagues have said, how do you help people if you can't see people and you can't be with people? And this staff did literally, and the volunteers did a remarkable job putting themselves out there to be with people. That being said, they were very creative programmatically about how to get things done. Nancy can tell you a little bit more about pantries, but the team really had to look at how to do things in a safe way for volunteers, for staff, and also for the thousands and thousands of clients that we have that we're lucky enough to work with.
Yeah, for our food pantries in particular, we had to innovate. We had to, normally people would come in and be able to select their own food and pick out what they want, but obviously we wanted everyone to stay safe, but we still wanted to be able to serve the community. So we decided that we would operate kind of a pickup, pre-packed version of our food pantries. We kept that going throughout the whole pandemic. We never closed our food pantries, and we are still doing some of the pre-packed distribution. People have a few more choices now, and we're gradually working our way back into our regular food pantry operations. In addition, for our seniors, we were very concerned that our seniors were going to be isolated and lonely, and so we mobilized a group of volunteers to make regular weekly check-in calls. So we did that for several hundred seniors throughout the pandemic, early months of the pandemic. And then we also mobilized a lot of volunteers in the community to deliver extra food to our seniors, our most vulnerable seniors. So
That's perfect. That was going to be my next question is how did you see the community come together? And especially, the seniors are always the forefront, right? Because they were the ones that, like you said, were the most vulnerable. How did you get that communication out to the seniors and the rest of the community on what you guys were doing, how you were still available? How did that communication go out?
we utilized every avenue that we possibly could, word of mouth. We made lots of phone calls. We mailed information to seniors in particular, social media. So we tried to get information out there as much as possible to let people know that we were still here available to serve if they had needs.
And Heather, the way that the community came together in general for NHCO, when you think about partnerships, volunteerism, donations, if there's anyone watching, listening to this podcast interview that donated over the course of the last year, you are kind, you are our friend. Thank you so much. This community has stepped up in a remarkable way to support NHCO, and that's not lost on us. We are so grateful and so appreciative to everyone that stepped up and really made a big difference over the course of the last 16 months to help out NHCO, and then therefore helping out all the families, all the clients that we work with through our organization.
What other information would you like to continue to share with the community? Certainly we're not through this completely. I do believe that, the majority of us are vaccinated, things like that. We're seeing the numbers go down. But what else do you all need from the community at this time or would like to share?
So we always have collections going on. We always have food being donated to NHCO. So if anybody watching ever wants to do a collection, that's always great. We're in back to school time right now, so we're collecting items for back to school. After that, we'll do backpack. After the backpacks, we'll do coats in the fall to keep everyone warm. And then for the holidays, something that was remarkable, and this is pretty quickly off the bat when I started in my role here, we had 333 families, 800 plus kids that got all their Christmas toys through NHCO. It was unbelievable, honestly. And the fact that neighborhoods and community groups and places of worship step up and just work on this together to donate, thousands of toys to make it a better holiday season for kids is really, really remarkable. So those are some of the drives coming up at the end of the year. But if somebody's already thinking about 2022, which is not the worst thing to be thinking about, we do personal care items. We have people that donate personal care items, and we also have spring cleaning. So we always have collections going on. Vicky B from our team always has great collections going on, so people can donate in that way. I will just say one of the most special things that I did during the pandemic, I was one of the folks that drove hot meals to seniors on Thanksgiving Day. And, in Thanksgiving 2020, the seniors that we were dropping off with, the folks that we're dropping off with, there was a fairly good likelihood we, the volunteers helping out to go visit them and bring them their hot meal, might have been the only person, the only smiling face they saw that day. So we are always doing things circled around the holidays. There's always ways to volunteer with NHCO to make a difference. And Heather, I would also just mention that NHCO, even though North Hills, the words North Hills are in our name, we're not just Ross and Westview. We're not, where we are sitting right where Nancy and I are right here in Allison Park. It's a regional effort. It's all of Northern Allegheny County. It is 40 zip codes, 50 communities. We actually have 6 different physical locations where the other 28 of our colleagues and I sit every day and do good in the community. So it's really a regional movement of people helping people.
That's absolutely fantastic, because I know there's folks out there that are wanting to do and wanting to get involved and just looking for that. So this is really great information and obviously a fantastic resource for the communities at large. Any additional events that you guys have coming up in the immediate future that you'd like to let folks know about?
All right, Nancy's going to talk to you all about the 5K right in the North Boroughs, but I did want to mention that we have some other really terrific things going on as well. We have Corks for the Community coming up on August 10th, which will be a lot of fun. We have an event called Got It Covered. Right now, as the summer is progressing, we are part of McCandless Crossing Passport series. So if people like free music, but also supporting NHCO along the way, 6 to 8 o'clock every Monday and Thursday at McCandless Crossing. There's concerts going on. We have a golf outing coming up in September. It's really whatever people like to do. We can find a way to collaborate and to work with them. The only thing I would also mention before we get into the 5K is that we have a brand new Young Community Leaders Board. So we have these 19 new young professionals from early 20s to late 30s that are serving with us and giving back. It's a brand new initiative that we have within NHCO. And what we're going to see in the next months to come, in the next years to come, is this group, the YCLB, stepping up in a big way to raise money, but also to help with community awareness and getting out and sharing with other folks. So they are an incredible group already. We're very grateful to have an incredible board of directors, but this YCLB is going to be a big deal for a long time within NHCO. But let's talk about August 21st, the biggest 5K in Pittsburgh this summer.
Yeah, we're very excited to partner with the Northgate School District cross country team to offer the North Boroughs 5K, which had to be put on hold last year. So it's going to be a huge event in the North Boroughs. The start and finish is at Greenstone United Methodist Church in Avalon on California Avenue. We encourage everyone to come out and run, come out and walk. It's going to be a really fun, exciting event on Saturday, August 21st.
Fantastic. You guys are everywhere, doing everything. This is awesome. I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. Anything else you want to share with our viewers and listeners today?
Thanks, Heather. Again, just thank you for the opportunity. I would say that we turn 35 next year, which is a pretty big deal. So as an organization, we turn 35 years old. Our wonderful, incredible garden in Bellevue is turning 10 this summer. So we're going to have a big celebration for that as well, too. But again, over 1,500 in a typical year, over 1,500 volunteers involved, 3,500 plus clients, 30,000 plus services. If you want to do good or need a little bit of help, we can and should be the place for you in Northern Allegheny County in our region. And we couldn't do it without partners and friends like you, Heather, that help us get the word out. So again, we're just thankful for the opportunity.
Fantastic. Thanks for talking today, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.